Okay. I just wanted to say a few things about how fast you go. So I'm gonna start by talking about, the cat is biting me. Greek theater. When we go to the theater or movies to watch I don't know, tragedies or whatever, we usually connect with the characters and we take the journey with them. Something happens to them, and whatever the resolution is, however it goes, for good or bad, we have a cathartic experience. We might cry, or we might have experience joy, and we have a cathartic experience. We go over the threshold of just normal balanced nervous system, and we have a big experience, and it releases some tension. The big experience, whether it's positive or negative, it releases a bit of tension, and then we feel more relaxed. That's one way to affect your nervous system, to release some of the tension that builds up in the muscles and in how we manage, all the vital functions in the body. But I would say, and it's the same when you go for a massage, they massage the muscles, they kind of press on the muscles until the muscles cannot fight back, the tension cannot continue holding because you're pressing, so it has to hold even harder. So it kind of gives up and releases, and this gives you a sense of release in the body. But I would argue that does not change the neurological pathways that create the tension in the body. These neurological pathways are set and have to do a lot with our righting mechanisms, like our reflexes to stand upright, our reflexes to grip when under pressure. So if I want to release just my pelvis, often we release also the head. We activate the head when there's no need for that. But why do I feel that these practices, cathartic practices, are not as effective as, for example, neurofascial breath-based practices, which take longer to impact change, are slower, they have an indirect approach. If I feel pain in my back, I'm gonna go to the back of my head. I'm not gonna go to my lower back. I used to have psoas pain constantly, I couldn't sleep, and I would try anything, and I would go to a osteopath, and they would freaking stretch out my psoas. It was so painful. And I would say that's not helpful. You don't want to fight your psoas. You don't want to pressure something that's already hurting. You go further away, impact the fascia. Fascia is connected. It will start hydrating towards the place which is suffering. And it has a much more long-term integrate. There is more capacity to integrate the change. Because if there's a big cathartic experience, what happens is that the body is overwhelmed. And often it might actually read as a stress, and it will get treated as a stress. So you're not actually activating your parasympathetic nervous system. You're not able to integrate the change towards functionality. So I would say slow over fast interventions is better. It just has more capacity to integrate and become a permanent feature instead of just being this big release. Nothing changes in your habits, and you go back to building up the tension that's compressing your joints or causing metabolic dysfunction. So yeah, that's my